You're listening to the Valley Labor Report with David Story and Jacob Morrison.
And that's another thing that we harp on is that David, is that you don't have to be a liberal or a lefty or a socialist to be in a union. Unions are for everybody. Unions are good for everybody, and everybody should be in a union. Everybody should have the right to collective bargaining on the job. Everybody should have the right to good wages and working conditions. And that's not like a left or right issue. That is just a like normal American position, is that workers should be treated with dignity and respect, have good wages, safe working conditions, and stuff like that.
I can't get Tim. Tim is absolutely adamant. He is not going to come on. I kind of wanted to talk to Tim. Tim is a fairly right-wing, ultra-conservative kind of guy, and we had one of the commenters earlier in the show talk about, the only people that join unions are weak-minded liberals, and I just thought, man, it's insanity. The talking points that these people are fed are, my plant's probably I've said it 100 times, my plant's probably 60 to 70% Republicans, and they know, they absolutely know what's in the best interest of their family. It's I don't get it. But, there you go. I mean, you believe in these right-wing, ultra-conservative talk radio shows, and they're doing everything they can to tell you don't join unions because they know it builds power.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with Democrats. Nothing whatsoever to do with Democrats. It builds power.
Yeah, that's it. So can't get Tim to talk to you?
Unfortunately not.
Well, rest assured, there are conservative union members. So Tim is not a made-up person.
Rest assured.
Tim is not
made up. I can't make it through the plant without somebody hassling me every day.
Yeah, so
it's
David,
all in jest.
Okay, so David, here's a question. You are a radical leftist, a dirty commie, and you talk all the time about how probably 60% of the folks in your plant are voted for Trump.
Yeah.
But you're president. What are they doing electing you president?
That's a good question. they're clueless what they're doing. No, I'm just kidding. The thing is, we very rarely discuss politics at work. We definitely don't discuss politics at the local lodge, and everybody knows where I stand as far as...
Like, you're not hiding the ball. You're not, like, hiding your power level, so to speak. Like, they know that you're a lefty.
Yeah, far left. Yeah, far left. Everybody knows that. And I've been called to task on it numerous times. But, like we always talk about, we don't endorse, we don't endorse. We don't donate money. We don't donate dues money to politicians. We try our best to be an open union, a welcoming union where everybody feels comfortable, no matter what political affiliation you are, or if you don't even care about politics. It's no big deal because we're all just trying to look out for each other. We're all trying to have better wages, have safer working conditions, be able to retire with some dignity, and support each other as we do it. And the fact is, you can't do that working by yourself. But it's I don't know. I don't know what to say. They know it, but I love each and every one of them, and any one of them that calls me over, because I do get called pretty regular if I'm riding through, somebody go, hey, I got an issue with this, can you come over here and talk to me?
Right.
They know that I truly love them almost as much as I love my own family. And my wife will tell you, if you talk to her, she's going to be out here in a little bit, that in some cases I love them more than my own family because I stay gone constantly working for the membership. And that's one of the downsides of being a leader in the labor movement is, you volunteer your time.
Yeah.
So yeah, they all know I love them.
Yeah, and so I was talking to, I talk to Dale Jackson every Thursday morning. I call into the show, I'm kind of the
whipping
token
boy.
Yeah, I'm kind of the token lefty for the Dale Jackson show right now. And he asked me what Democrats need to do to start winning in Alabama again. And I think that, I told him I think that the playbook is with folks like you, David, who are like, you're out of the closet, so to speak, as a leftist, way farther to the left than any Democrat that is going to run in Alabama. But you had 300 mostly conservative people cast ballots, so to speak, for you to be in the leadership of their union because they know they disagree with you. They know for a fact they disagree with you on several issues, but they know that when it comes to their pocketbooks, when it comes to their safety, when it comes to their retirement, when it comes to a deep and fundamental love and respect and solidarity, you have their back. And so they're willing to put their trust in you, even though they disagree with you on some things. And that, I think, is where these Democratic politicians miss the mark. They're not deeply rooted enough in their communities. They don't have enough trust, and people don't believe that they're going to fight for them.
No, well, I mean, a good point is, everybody knows Doug Jones. He's a household word now.
Yeah.
But 6 years ago, who knew Doug Jones?
Right.
Who had ever heard of Doug? I mean, other than, I know and I hope his sister's not watching us today. I apologize if you are. I'm friends with his sister on Facebook. She don't live a few miles from me, but and there's no disrespect meant for Doug or their family, but the fact is, nobody knew him. Mm-hmm. And we constantly have these Democrats come out of the woodwork, and not just Democrats, we got Republicans as well, but we're talking about Democrats right now.
Right.
Come out of the woodwork, nobody's ever knew them before, and they start running for office, and they want to talk about all these great plans that they got want to put in place, and we talk about it every week.
Yeah.
Politics is not important in the grand scheme of things as far as the union goes. But if you want to change things, if you want to make material change on the ground for people, you've got to do it every day. And if you're doing it every day, I'm going to know you. You're going to know them. Right. And the fact is, they're not.
Yeah.
They're not. And that's the problem.
And, and I think another thing, and this is another thing that I said on the Dale Jackson show when I called in, the playbook is with people like David who, despite their left-wing politics, have real respect in their communities. It's also building up instead of trying to come from the top down. Like, you're not going to win a top-of-the-ticket race in Alabama coming out of the, no. You can't bring change from the top down. You're going to have to start at dog catcher. Yeah. You're going to have to start at dog catcher. City councils, mayors, county commissions, mayorships, state house, state rep, and build people's trust and get them to believe that you are going to fight for them. Again, Democrats are not doing that. When I went to cast my ballot on Tuesday of last week, there were probably 20-something local races that were uncontested.
Yeah.
That were uncontested in Madison County, and Madison County is turning into a blue county. Doug Jones was only 3 points behind in Madison County. These local seats are winnable.
Look at all the judges. Did you look at all of the judges that was uncontested on the ballot? It's insanity.
These local positions are winnable, and Democrats are not putting people up for these positions. So this, they have to try. They have to try to run. They have to try to run people that are rooted in their communities, and they're not doing that. People that have the trust and respect of their communities, and we just don't have that right now. And so I'm hopeful. There are some people in the Democratic Party that are working really hard to build it back up, to build trust in the community. And so I'm hoping that we can kind of start seeing some of that again.
Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate your time. If you want to see what we're up to throughout the week and get our snide quips about the news of the day, then you should follow us on social media. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/Valley Labor Report. We're on Twitter at Labor Reporters. I'm on Twitter at JacobM_AL. David is on Twitter at Radical Unionist. That's spelled RADICL Unionist. If you missed part of the show and want to go back and watch it later, search YouTube for The Valley Labor Report and subscribe to our channel. You can go back and watch the full show there, and we also clip segments throughout the week. And we also upload the program on more than 11 different podcasting apps. So you can see if we're on your listening platform of choice. You can go to thevalleylaborreport.transistor.fm/subscribe. And if you appreciate our work and want to help us stay on the air, then consider throwing us a couple dollars a month on patreon.com/The Valley Labor Report.